And it's been a pleasure to be around him. He's a good kid. He wants to do well, and so that's been fun. And we've had a good relationship, and we stay in touch. And I'm always there for him if he needs something, or if he has a question, or if he's going through something. Obviously, always we'll try to help him out.
Oh yeah, that's my guy. But
are setting tonight with the lights of downtown Atlanta shining in the background. Hey, Dave.
hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. A look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at center. Now, here is Young to the middle. That's good from Collins on the assist by Young. Collins has got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Atlanta. Now here's Simmons. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Simmons. A shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Capella. Here's Bogdanovich, and Bogdanovich throws it down. First quarter, just over a minute played. The 76ers off to a slow start. 6-point game. Curry finds Green. Outside for Simmons. Clock at 6. Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
To the paint. Here's Collins. And the layup falls. Collins has got 6.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Now here's Curry. To the inside. Harris trying to get free. Good work defensively by Capella.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And that one, good. 8 points for him.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
76ers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Curry against Bogdanovich. Curry passes to Harris. Over Collins. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Hunter dishes to Young. Trying to find Capella, gets it to him. Over Harris. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Nice effort by Harris, attacking, being aggressive around the rim.
The Hawks leading by 6. And here's Young. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well. And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogan Bogdanovic. And it's done in for Trae Young. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And George Hill's subbed in for Tobias Harris.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Gallinari with the steal. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Korkmaz passes to Howard. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And the physicality of Howard completely overwhelming the defense.
The pass to Huerter. From deep three-point range. The shot off that time. And so it's John Collins making highlights for the Atlanta Hawks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball in. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day, you come here.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Matisse Thybulle actually out there with George Hill. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward position. Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Here is Howard. Pass to Thybulle. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from three.
Hill against Williams. Inside. It's stolen by Hill. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Snell. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Bounce pass from Hill. Howard, the pass to Thybulle. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Embiid inside. A bucket is good.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Williams passes to Okongwu. Over in the corner, Reddish. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Okongwu. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Snell, no good. The 76ers trail by 7. Maxey passes to Harris. Rebound by Williams. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Embiid with the steal. Harris dishes to Hill. Down low. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
1:53 left now here in the second. Williams kicks to Okongwu. Pass to Reddish. To the paint. Okongwu with it. Embiid's there. And there's the pass to Williams. And the Hawks can't hang on to the ball. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Simmons checked in for Tobias Harris. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Maxey. And Curry subbed in for Hill. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part, having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Young against Curry. Here's Capella.
Aggressive move by Capella. His length and athleticism, it's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Now Simmons. 55 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Embiid to the inside. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Curry's shot is off.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Gallinari outside. That one, no good. Good D by Embiid. Green in the post. Outside for Simmons. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Simmons got 4 points in the quarter.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Here's Capella. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's Atlanta up by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. It was all John Collins in the first quarter. He had 8 points and
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, John Collins getting it done today.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for Atlanta. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at the 1. Simmons against Williams. Pass to Okongwu. Williams against Simmons. Williams passes to Gallinari. Can't connect from short range. Gallinari with the steal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Being aggressive and getting to the line, this is when Gallinari's most efficient.
The Hawks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Inside, Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
Williams with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Okongwu with it. Embiid's there. The shot by Okongwu, no good. And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. They trail by 1. On the wing, Harris feeds it to Embiid, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
The 76ers trail by 4. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Simmons against Young. And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Simmons against Young. The kick out to Hill. Back to Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
To the middle, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Woo, the timing of Young's passes in pick and roll, absolutely impeccable.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists, and also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. No good with the triple. The 76ers trail by 4. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
George Hill, you know, he's one of the more versatile guards we have in the game. He can defend ones or twos, one of those players who can fit in on any team in the league.
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Trae Young. The 76ers also with a sub. Milton's checked in.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
Down against him. Dunn kicks to Collins. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
And the Hawks making a change here. Snell's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Simmons. Green comes in for Harris. And Curry subbed in for George Hill. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Milton. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Down low, Embiid with the steal. And now the 76ers on the break. Embiid leading the charge. Misses.
What I like about Collins defensively, he understands where he needs to be.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. 76ers lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So it's Atlanta now, a 2-point game. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. We've got Green. Howard is out there with Embiid. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Curry in at the shooting guard position.
Great initiative from Capella there. Seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
He hits the second from the line. Simmons with it. Left side Curry. He kicks to Embiid. Howard trying to free himself up. Embiid, no good. And for the Hawks, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Here's Snell. It's hauled in by the 76ers. High post, Embiid. Capella's there, and the shot goes in. Embiid's got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers. Dunn passes to Snell. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Howard against Capella. 6 on the shot clock. Gallinari wide open, and he's good on the 3-ball. Gallinari's got the game tied up here for Atlanta. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. Passes to Howard to the inside. Here's Embiid. Over in the corner, Green. Back to Embiid. Outside for Curry. Pass to Simmons. Now the dish to Embiid. No good there. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Gallinari passes to Snell to take the lead. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The feed now to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
They are still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Now, here's Dunn. Curry outside. Inside. And it's Capella missing.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
8 feet away. And it's Dwight Howard with the finish.
And you really have to toe that line with the physicality just to prevent Howard from the end one.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Free throw good, Howard. The Hawks trail by 5. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Fernando, the pass to Okongwu. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. The 76ers leading by 5. To the middle. And Simmons kicks to Harris. Lays it up off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 7.
High percentage look for Harris. He becomes more and more efficient offensively.
Young looking around. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Embiid with the steal. And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. Okongwu grabs the board. Hawks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And here's Young from the arc. The Hawks again can't hit. And the foul called on Bruno Fernando. That's his first foul. 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And he commits the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. Atlanta making some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Gallinari comes in for Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in for Williams. The pass to Bogdanovich. Curry against Young. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And the 76ers with possession. They've got an 8-0 run, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9. And both free throws good for Curry. And 1:01 left in the fourth. Young against Simmons. To Collins, lets it go from deep. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
The more Collins hits this shot, the more valuable he becomes to this offense.
Curry with it, and Young picks him up defensively. And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Hunter's checked in for Okongwu. So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
Green against Young. To the inside. Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
For a player this good, still in his 20s, Tobias Harris has been on an astonishing number of teams.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
Only certain guys have the temperament to take this shot. Gallinari, one of them.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're up by 6. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for two.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Atlanta calls timeout. They're down by 8. 17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
They are left picking up the remains of their game plan. Better luck next time.
And here's Collins from outside. Kept alive by Atlanta. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I just think they have to focus on the moment. Don't worry about the score. Worry about executing the next play.
Bogdanovich, that's for 2. Off target with that shot. So the 76ers win it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Simmons with it. Shot clock at 5 and stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Murray with the ball. And that one is off. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Green, the pass to Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Porter.
Yeah, he was the 19th pick in the 2011 NBA draft. I mean, Harris entered the league after a quality year as a Tennessee Volunteer.
First one falls for him. And Harris drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Now Murray. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Passes it to Porter. Clock at 6. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Over Harris. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Murray against Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass.
I mean, at almost 7 feet tall, Simmons is hard to contain. The defense has to push him farther away. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, and you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Here's Gordon. Up and in on the layup.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Gio. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Simmons dishes to Embiid. That one goes in.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
And the pass to Barton. Down low. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. The shot missing. Good D by Embiid. Green, the pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing.
Pass to Jokic. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Back to Murray. And they pick up 2.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Simmons looking it over. Here's Embiid. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. Monte Morris comes in for Jamal Murray. And Philadelphia also making a switch. George Hill's checked in for Green. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
The Nuggets with another miss. Harris drives in. Curry's shot is good.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Morris outside. Pass to Millsap. Now, here's Jokic. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Jokic has got 6.
He must have had a good warm-up because he's hot. I mean, he's 3 for 4 already, and we're only getting started.
Curry on the wing. Passes it to Harris. Simmons inside. Morris is there. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. 6 points for him.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Gordon. Back to Jokic. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And he gets the whistle. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He got into double. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the
mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got George Hill. Korkmaz is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Howard in at the 5. Here's Hill. No points in the game yet for him. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Milton, the pass to Howard. Looking for Milton, he gets it there. Just 5 to shoot, and he comes up with the deuce.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute-a-game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him, and he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
Here's Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
And Howard can still wreck the rim when he gets in deep.
Nuggets have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Morris looking over the floor. Campazzo, he's guarded by Hill. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
And this is why Jokic is an all-star, all-NBA caliber talent, because of his ability to dominate in an effortless fashion.
Korkmaz passes to Milton. Bible on the wing, guarded by Green. 4 on the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Some changes for Philadelphia. Danny Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And Maxey subbed in for George Hill. Denver leading by 4. 1:46 left in the first half. Here's Murray. Milton grabs the board.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Back to Porter. Over Green. They get it again. Tries again. And it's sent back by Howard.
No trespassing. Howard patrolling the defensive end.
Here's Milton. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Millsap against Howard. For 3, Murray. The shot, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here's Milton, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. A different look for Denver. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for JaMychal Green, and Barton subbed in for Rivers. Then for the 76ers, Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Shake Milton. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Murray finds Gordon. Back to Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
Denver shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Curry's checked in for Maxey. 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Murray against Simmons. There's the pass to Harris. Denver grabs the miss.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
It's all tied in Denver. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 1.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
A problem inside. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the positioning that he wants, he goes for the throwdown.
Murray, the pass to Porter. And here's Jokic. Pass to Porter. Shot clock at 6. And the 3 off target. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the 76ers. A 2-point game. And the jam by Harris.
Well, once again, Harris showing off his incredible physique. Just really blowing past defenders in the open floor.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaways.
Simmons with it. Now defended by Jokic. Whistle. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Murray surveying the D. Jokic against Embiid. Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
Murray against Simmons. Here's Embiid. No good off the front iron. The Nuggets trail by 3. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And Simmons slams it in.
And when you foul Simmons, you really got to foul him. You don't want to just mess around. He powers through.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Maxey's checked in for Seth Curry. And George Hill's subbed in for Tobias Harris. Morris kicks to Rivers. Pass to Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Ben Simmons. This is his first chance at the line tonight. Paul Millsap is checked in for Aaron Gordon.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The 76ers leading by 4. Thybulle on the wing. Beyond the arc. Howard, the pass to Hill. Howard kicks to Thybulle. 6 on the shot clock. Simmons inside. Guarded by Green. No good from Simmons. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And finish off by Rivers.
Looking tenacious on these takes. Got to respect Rivers' fearlessness going strong like this.
Simmons against Green. Outside, Simmons. It's stolen by Green. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look. No question he got bumped on that shot.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Shooting for Denver, Paul Millsap.
And the first one at the line is good. Denver making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. And it's tied up with that one. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Maxey. Clock at 6. Right side, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And once Simmons turns on the Jets, there's no stopping him. I love seeing him play with this much confidence.
Outside Millsap. Kicks it out to Gordon. There's 48 seconds left in the third. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Dwight Howard.
In an active player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game.
The Nuggets have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. And the 76ers with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Simmons. Tobias Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Seth Curry in for Maxey. Hill against Morris. Now here is Hill. Defense is right there. Howard with it. Guarded now by Morris. It's stolen by Morris. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. And Morris throws it down.
I mean, shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
Hill against Morris. Here's Embiid. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Morris. Can't get it to fall. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 2. And time for the short. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. The lead is 2. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3 slot.
Now, he hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
And for the 76ers, they're shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. He feeds it to Harris. Porter with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Barton. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Up again, and Porter putting it right back in. Porter's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Here's Simmons. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
And look, he's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
Murray against Simmons. And here is Murray. And the rejection by Embiid.
A stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Denver calls timeout. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. A different look for Denver. JaVale McGee comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Bull in for Barton. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin is trying to keep it focused.
And it's Jokic missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. The pass to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count the basket.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Murray against Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Outside, Green. Harris inside. McGee's there. Harris inside, guarded by McGee. Harris misses. Nuggets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6, and so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
To the middle, Embiid with the steal.
That's going to be an easy bucket if he doesn't get his hand to that pass. Well defended.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Gordon's checked in for the Nuggets. Barton comes in for Bull. .130 left in the fourth quarter. Simmons against Murray. And it's good for 2. Simmons got 24.
Easy to see why Simmons is on the floor. He's terrific at capitalizing during important parts of the game.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Barton outside to the inside. And stolen by Simmons. And now the 76ers on the break. And that one's good. Green. Now it's a 6-point 76ers lead.
Running the floor beautifully in transition. I like when Green makes himself a target.
Inside. It's deflected. It's stolen by Harris. 3-on-3. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
Now here's Barton. Wide open look here for Murray. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
And Murray's shooting form, exceptional. Whenever the ball is coming off his fingers like that, you just have to assume it's going in.
Here's Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Outside Curry. This one for 3. Trains the three-pointer. And the 76ers lead by 9.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
So Philadelphia wins it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sport.
we go dinners, and we have contact. So that's my guy right there. Hi guys, I'm just done. I done all my lines, everything I need for the 2K. I did all animations so you guys can play like me. I'm really excited for this, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next 2K22.
The Nuggets are not holding anything back in the wardrobe department as they made Durant. And let's go straight.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the center. And for the Nuggets, Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the small forward. Now here's Murray. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there. And that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick and roll action. But it'll be different tonight.
Collins, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Collins has got the game going here with the first basket for the Hawks.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Murray against Young. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Count it.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
And stolen by Murray. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Floats it up for Jokic.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks.
A self-described country boy from the town of Samba, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia. Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
Young against Murray. Young dishes to Capella. A second chance effort. Goes up again. Jokic grabs the miss.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Here's Porter. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
In the corner, Collins with it. Atlanta again missing.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Jokic with the bucket.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Murray against Young. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize.
Now here's Barton. Jokic, no good.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Bogdanovich passes to Young. Capella with it. Wants to get it to Collins and does. And it's blocked by Gordon.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
For the Nuggets, Paul Millsap's checked in for Porter. Rivers comes in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Then for the Hawks, Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Rivers. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Campazzo, rebounded by the Hawks. 1:06 left to play in the first. Passes to Herter. It's tipped. Fast break, here they come. Campazzo, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Gallinari. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Denver making a switch here. Green's checked in. Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Millsap left side. There's the dish to Rivers. Right side, Green. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
And look at how much pressure Williams puts on a defense in the open court. Always pushing the action and playing downhill.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Morris right side. There's 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Rivers. 5 to shoot. And another miss by Denver. Gets it off. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after the... And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts.
Selfless. I mean, you need to put your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then it's Williams. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Herter in at the shot. Oh, is that beautiful.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Right side, Millsap. Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Snell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the shot goes down.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Campazzo, he's guarded by Williams. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now, here's Okongwu. Millsap covering. And Gallinari throws it down.
And using his underrated athleticism, Gallinari can do damage above the rim.
Denver passing it around. Back to Green. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Porter's checked in for Denver. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 2. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And the Nuggets with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Millsap. Bol comes in for Green. And Murray's subbed in for Austin Rivers. Knocked away. The pass to Bol. Campazzo. Dunn covering. 5 on the clock. Fast break for Hawks. Collins is running.
Watch out for low. Come on now. Throw it down.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself. Couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. And yes, it's good. Dunn's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
McGee with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Murray surveying the D. Lets it go. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Just 1 second between.
Get it! That's the rim. Oh, what a throwdown there. Man.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
On the wing, Porter. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
And so it's Atlanta with us.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fan. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point. And that's a wrap.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
They've got Michael Porter. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the 1. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. And here comes the break. And it's Capella missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Barton kicks to Murray. Floats it up for Jokic. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket for Murray.
Yeah, that's just playing smart basketball that time. Murray doing a really good job to set himself up to get free for his shot.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Young with the ball. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. The first free throw is good.
You know, Jokic really burst on the scene during the 2016-17 season, guys. He's a shrewd, smart, tough, versatile center who does just about everything well.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Morris comes in for Jamal Murray. And then for Atlanta, Gallinari comes in for John Collins. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Gordon deciding where to go with it. And Capella sends it back.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Denver. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Young against Morris. 13 feet away. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Floats it up for Millsap. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Gallinari. And that one drops. Gallinari's got 6.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Pass to Rivers. 1:58 left in the third quarter of the game. On the wing, Morris for the lead. 6 to shoot. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Right side, Millsap. Morris outside. And the turnover again by Denver. A different look for Denver. Green comes in for Paul Millsap. And Barton subbed in for Austin Rivers. And then for Atlanta, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Tony Snell comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Dunn in for Young. Here's Dunn. Count it. Good.
Dunn finishing in style. And the explosion to the hoop. Powerful.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Jokic passes to Morris. Back to Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Morris.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Done against Murray. Now, here's Dunn. He's guarded closely. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And here is Murray. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
You know, it took a little time for Jokic to understand how to draw contact and get himself to the foul line, but he's figured it out now.
And Jokic drops them both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Oh, the lob to Gallinari, and Gallinari throws it down.
And just a solid all-around offensive threat. Gallinari gets how to generate points.
Here's Murray, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's Atlanta up 2. We're going to step aside for just a second. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Okongwu is out there with Collins. Then it's Williams. Then there's Dunn, and it's Snell in at the 3 spot.
Boy, Dunn is fantastic at moving the ball around, finding teammates with ease.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray outside. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Dunn against Murray. Now, here's Dunn. D right on him. That's tipped. Over to the wing. Snell from outside. Porter pulls it in. Nuggets shooting at 50% in a decent group. Down low. Here's Green. Goes back up. They shoot again. He lays it in.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
And Dunn with the slam.
Boy, you've got to like what you see from Dunn. I mean, very aggressive, using that long wingspan to get himself to the rim.
Pass to Barton. Murray outside. To the inside. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Wheeling and dealing in the pick and roll. Murray, an encouraging sign of him improving as a passer.
Now, here's Dunn. He gets that one. Dunn's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Here's Murray up on top. Dunn covering. Just 5 on the clock. Jokic, no good. The Hawks leading. Snell, the pass to Collins. Inside, here's Okongwu. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Gordon's checked in, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And Trae Young subbed in for Chris Dunn. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. Monte Morris is checked in for Denver. And Bogdanovic kicks to Collins. Hunter, no one around him. The Hawks again can't hit. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And it's Gordon missing.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And the foul on Will Barton. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Hawks lead by 4.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Bogdanovich against Morris. And the rejection by Collins. To the left side wing. Bogdanovich with it. Guarded now by Morris.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. And we saw this in the national title game. Hunter embracing the moment and delivering in the clutch.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Morris finds Gordon. 3-pointer. And no good that time. And Atlanta will go the other way. Jokic with the steal.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with the quick bucket here.
Porter. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Young looking it over. Shoots the 3. They get the rebound.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Morris against Young. Passes it to Jokic. It's stolen by Capella. Now Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam. And now it's a 10-point Hawks lead.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And, fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. They came in here and took care. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge.
With this
growing together and staying healthy, two important parts. Thanks, DA. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there at Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. Now here's Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
What mastery from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths, shooting in the low 60s last season.
And Simmons drops them both.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Now, here is Young to the middle, deflects the pass. Embiid with the steal. Curry passes to Embiid. Rebound, Atlanta. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Well, you want to lead by an example. Bogdanovich leading the way with the assist.
Here's Simmons. Five to shoot. Harris trying to get free. Shot's good by Simmons.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
Now, here is Young. Dishes it to Capella. And here's Collins from outside. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And the 76ers with possession. Right side Curry. And the shot goes in. And here's Young. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Over Simmons. Kept alive. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Tries from 10. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
They ran that play exactly as it was drawn up. Nice job.
Young against Embiid. Passes it to Bogdanovich for three. Knocks down the three ball.
I think he's just going to get more and more confident from behind the arc and become a more consistent scorer in this league as time goes by. And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Here's Young after Ben Simmons' bucket. Now Capella. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Curry dishes to Embiid. And he makes good on the layup. Right, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their number one choice, and that was Trae Young.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
This is his first free throw of the game.
With the scoring ability that Tobias Harris has, he can look to be even more aggressive. All the skills to be a go-to guy.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And George Hills subbed in for Ben Simmons.
Beautiful use of the pick and roll. Sweet Lou, so elusive and so good in those sets.
And the pass to Howard. It's back to Hill. 55 seconds left in the first. Pass to Thybulle. But they get it there. Here's Harris. Here's Howard. And finally they hit one.
Yeah, not easy trying to keep Howard off the offensive boards. He excels at using his muscles and his size to get great positioning.
Now here's Williams. Down low. The shot by Okongwu, no good. The 76ers leading by 7. Milton kicks to Harris. Back to Milton. Howard in the post. Good work there as it goes. Howard's got his second basket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Reddish. Atlanta gets it back. Here's Okongwu. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that players have to deal with on a daily basis.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the court for Atlanta, we've got Williams. Reddish out there with Gallinari. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Snell in at the 2 spot. Pass to Snell. He kicks it to Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Reddish getting up there and getting explosive.
Philadelphia leading by 9. Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta. The 76ers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Hard to deny many of the skills that Dwight Howard brings to the floor on a nightly basis. Not just a force on defense, but has those nights on offense where he can be imposing as well.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Gallinari passes to Young. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's the break. Here's Korkmaz. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Young left side. Passes to Capella. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ball's knocked loose. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Rush. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the more and more Cam Reddish gets confidence in that kind of game where he's going to go inside and attack, that's a big help.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of this one. Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Maxey. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Curry subbed in for Korkmaz. John Collins, he's checked in for Atlanta. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Simmons looking around. Embiid from outside. The shot will not fall. So Atlanta will take it the other way. The feed to Capella. And he banks in the layup. Capella's got his second bucket. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. We know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Done outside. Embiid with the steal. Fast break, Philadelphia. Back to Howard. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid, no good. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 14-point game. Whoa! Yikes. I mean, that's a rugged play.
Gracious.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Great D that time from Howard. The 76ers leading by 12. Harris outside. Takes the 13-footer. The 76ers with another miss. Hawks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And now Philadelphia on the break. He's looking for Howard and finds him. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here. Seconds left to play in the first half. There's the pass to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
All that athleticism from Tobias Harris showing that time.
Williams for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that concludes the... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Kent. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 14. Kenny, give us your... And that's going to...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Here's Dunn. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the small forward spot. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
When Bogdanovic drives, it's for a reason. He's made a good decision to knife inside.
Philadelphia leading by 12. Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Back to Capella. Shot clock at 5. Dunn dishes to Collins. Ben Simmons with the rebound.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Embiid, no good. The Hawks trail by 14. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Hunter, no good. It's tipped. Philadelphia shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Here's Simmons, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Simmons got 8 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Done with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside Collins. And finished off by Collins.
I just feel like Collins is at his best when he's going at the defense.
Done against Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. Simmons can't get it to go. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz, he's jacked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Tobias Harris. And then for Atlanta, Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. Young is subbed in for Chris Dunn.
When Young does this on the offensive glass, he can pile up big nights in the scoring column.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And you just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Hill's checked in. And then for Atlanta, Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Gallinari comes in for John Collins. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Simmons against Gallinari. Now here's Embiid. He's guarded closely.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Okongwu's shot is good. The 76ers leading by 10. Outside, Simmons. .144 left in the third quarter. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. .131 left here in the third quarter. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for the Hawks. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Young passes to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
And possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Gallinari against Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
And Young kicks to Gallinari. Feeds to Okongwu. That shot misses. Good D by Embiid.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Green finds Embiid. Bounce pass from Hill. Here's Simmons. And he slams it down right on top of Gallinari.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Here's Young. Pass to Reddish. Now, here is Young. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. 76ers lead by 12. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The 76ers leading by 12. And so in the game for the Hawks, Hunter is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Herter in at the 2-guard spot. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Here's Dunn. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Fires from deep. Herter, no good. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
Howard dishes to Harris. Pass to Milton. In the corner, it's Harris. Looking for Milton. He gets it there. 76ers moving the ball around. And Howard slams it home.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now, here's Dunn, defended by Milton. Dunn passes to Capella. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. Now, here's Thibault. Not a lot of room. Inside, here's Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
And no answer for Dwight Howard that deep inside the paint, always looking to throw it down.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Dunn looking over the floor. Kicks to Capella. In the corner. Herter with it. From deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Philadelphia the other way now. Pass to Howard. Back to Thibault. The pass to Milton. Curry with it. And here is Milton. Over Dunn. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 18.
Love the effort from Howard there, simply skying up for the rebound and ramming it through with authority.
Here's Dunn, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Hawks, Chris Dunn.
The first one falls.
And one area of concern for Dunn, hitting his free throws with consistency, because he has the temperament to draw fouls.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Shake Milton. And then for Atlanta, John Collins, he's checked in for Hunter. Reddish comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herter. Outside Collins. And Bogdanovich now top the key. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the 76ers. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Philadelphia.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Howard.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Done outside. To the inside, Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Just has a nose for the dunks. Collins up there once again.
And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Curry for the three. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Collins kicks to Dunn. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Outside Green. Simmons against Capella. Now Simmons from deep three-point range, off the mark. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be...
opening lineup. We've got Murray. Porter is out there with Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Barton in at the two-guard spot. And for the 76ers, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the three spot. Porter kicks to Murray. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Simmons. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, you better know where Embiid is. I mean, when you lose sight of him, he'll kill you on the boards.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. Murray surveying the D. Back to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
downright lethal in the pick and roll. Gordon's size and quickness, along with the decision making, it's a tough combination. And if you're drawing up your starting five for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Here's Simmons, and the layup is good.
And you see how comfortable Simmons is. I mean, he has the size and touch to be effective down there.
Murray against Simmons. Gordon kicks to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Murray against Simmons. Murray outside. And there it is for him.
They've come out the locker room. His eye. 4 for 4 to start the night.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Simmons dishes to Curry. Pass to Harris. Back to Curry. Basket good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Barton against Curry. And stolen by Harris. To the paint. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Simmons. Curry's got his second basket.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
Simmons against Murray. And there's the pass to Jokic. Misses from close range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And it's good, 2 points.
And like the initiative there, Jokic seen an opportunity to get inside and just attack it.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
George Hill's checked in for the 7th. Oh, that was an impressive throw there.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Passes it to Barton. Porter looking it over. Morris against Hill. Morris into the lane. And he uses the glass on the layup. 34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The 76ers have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Pass to Harris. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that one drops for him.
With broad shoulders and a solid upper body strength. Now, Harris is lethal around the rim.
Embiid against Jokic. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. And that one, good.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
Deep 2 from him. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
All about the clock awareness. Great job to come through for a squad like this.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Aaron Gordon. Jermichael Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Rivers in a 2-guard. Rivers passes to Millsap. Denver passing it around. Morris against Hill. Morris into the lane. And it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense when he makes his living blocking shots.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Millsap. Over Howard. Millsap misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Green. No good with the tip. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Thibault. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Maxey's checked in for George Hill. And a switcher also for Denver. Bowles checked in. Howard, the pass to Maxey. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Maxey's got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Ball kicks to Morris. Outside, Green. And it's sent back by Howard. Now, here's Milton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. A nice shot by Howard.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now the pass to Green. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's sent back by Howard. Now here's Thibault. Guarded closely. Korkmaz passes to Thibault. On the wing, Milton. 9 feet out. Dishes to Howard. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by the Nuggets. Green up on top. And there's the feed to Bowles. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Danny Green, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. And then for Denver, Jokic has checked in for Bol. JaVale McGee comes in for Green. And Murray's subbed in for Monte Morris.
With height and heart, Kevin, McGee can do damage around the rim.
Philadelphia leading by 10. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Murray against Simmons. He's off on that one. For Denver, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Rejected by Harris.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor, and he likes to make plays.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Simmons against Millsap. Embiid wide open. Offensive rebound. Howard dishes to Harris. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. "12 seconds left here in the second. The 76ers with another miss. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Jokic. And the basket is good. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate. Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. And Tobias Harris, a player that can slot in at both forward spots. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Embiid, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, free throw drops for Embiid.
And the Hakeem Olajuwon comparisons, they're somewhat legitimate. I mean, Embiid's skill set and size is something you don't see very often.
And Embiid drops them both.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Outside Gordon. To the inside. Curry with the steal. Fast break Philadelphia. Harris has got the ball. And then Simmons slams it in.
That's just the sheer strength of Simmons. He's going to try to tie him down, and he's going to fight hard for every bucket.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Barton finds Porter. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Curry on the wing. He's covered by Murray. Fires for three. The shot by Curry, no good.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Green kicks to Simmons. Five on the clock. Embiid, no good.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
They get it back. Jokic, that's the sixth make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass. And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Here's Murray. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've held a 12-point lead early. Passes it to Curry. Lets the three fly. They get it back. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's near automatic from this range. Embiid, he's just an overpowering presence. He can shoulder an offense.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Simmons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Will Barton.
Oh, he's a real menace underneath. Once Simmons gets established position, you basically have to whack him.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Hill in for Tobias Harris. Big group substitution here for Denver. Bol, he's checked in for Jokic. JaMychal Green comes in for Porter. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Green passes to Bol. The putback. And it's blocked. 1:05 left to play in the third. Here's Simmons. From down in the low post, it goes. Simmons got 12 in the game.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Morris looking over the floor. Fires the three. Green controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Simmons with it. 12 points for him. Howard kicks to Thybulle. The three from Hill. The shot comes out. The Nuggets trail by 8. Rivers dishes to Morris. Here's Green. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Howard.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Yep, that one goes. Hilton's got his first bucket in this one.
Now that's a great move to get to the hoop. Awesome finger roll finish.
And good that time. And now it's a 12-point Philadelphia lead.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. Back to the action after this word. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense. Hey, yo, right here.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Denver will start the 4th quarter with Paul Millsap out there with Bowl. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Gordon. And it's Murray in at the shooting guard. The 76ers leading by 9. Hill deciding where to go with it. Pass to Simmons. It's back to Hill. Launches it. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 11.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
Loads it up for Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Pass to Howard. Back to Simmons. Clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and it's slammed in by Howard.
So tough to stay with the pick and roll. Howard moves so fluidly after setting the solid screen.
Morris outside. Denver passing it around. To the middle. Here's Bull, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bull's understanding of when to look for his is next level.
There's the pass to Hill. Feeds it to Howard. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Morris passes to Millsap. Maxey grabs the miss. The 76ers leading by 9. Pass to Simmons. Back to Howard. Pass to Thibault. It's Hill, top the key. Thibault on the wing. It's back to Hill. Gordon against Simmons. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Ben Simmons. Danny Green, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Curry subbed in for Maxey. And then for Denver, Jokic has checked in for Bull. Porter comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Will Barton in for Morris. And it's Murray penetrating.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Hill kicks to Green. Embiid against Murray. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. Offensive rebound. That shot missing. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there. Doing everything he can to rally his team.
Hill dishes to Embiid. 1:29 left in the 4th quarter. And it's Hill penetrating. They need this one. Harris misses.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one. But he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
Millsap passes to Barton. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barton.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Simmons checked in for Hill. And Denver with a change here, too. Gordon's checked in. Here's Simmons. 1:06 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Embiid. Nice work on the board. It's paying off at the basket. And the 76ers lead by 7.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Yeah, it's quite unlikely, but we've seen crazy things happen.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the top of the key. Misses off the left iron. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Embiid, no good. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Martin passes to Porter. Yes!
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the clutch.
Outside Curry. Puts up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. So the 76ers win it. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge.
To a very special edition of 2K TV. It's our 7th season finale, and that means it's time to celebrate you, the 2K community, with our annual...
A great view of our broadcast look. And
hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Jamal Murray, Gordon out there with Porter. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Jokic in at the center position. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And stolen by Hunter. And now Young running the floor all by himself. It's hauled in by Jokic. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Porter, no luck. Fast break, the Hawks. Collins is running. And finished off by Collins.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Now here's Porter. Murray outside. 6 on the shot clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
Hunter, no good. The Nuggets have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And it's Gordon with the finish.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete, Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
Murray against Young. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Murray from deep. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now Young. Collins wide open. He fires. And it's off from 3-point range. And here comes the break. Floats it up for Jokic. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Hunter with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Good on the bucket. Young's got his second basket of the night.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Murray surveying the D. Pass to Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And then for Denver, Paul Millsap's checked in for Porter. Austin Rivers comes in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. It's Rivers on the wing. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Jokic throws it down. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Hey, if Herter can beat defenders with the dribble drive, they can't crowd him on the perimeter.
Outside Gordon. .59 seconds left in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Dunn, he's checked in for the Hawks.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Now, here's Dunn. Dishes it to Okongwu. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
And here is Morris. No points in the game yet for him. Out to the wing. Passes it to Green. Kicks it to Gordon. And again, Denver no good. There's Gallinari with the three.
Oh, he made it! He got it to go, and he beats the buzzer.
Wow. Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My.
And that does it for the first quarter. Hawks ahead, up by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got JaMychal Green. He's out there with Porter. Morris is out there with Paul Millsap. Green against Gallinari. Outside Porter. Back to Green. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
JaMychal Green with the height and the bounce to do some damage inside.
Out to the right wing. Back to Herter. Gallinari wide open. Those three-pointers off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 5. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Gallinari. Bobbed up there for Green. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Pass to Gallinari. Inside. Now, here's Okongwu. He's covered closely. Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Gallinari. Hunter comes in for Reddish. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Trae Young subbed in for Kevin Herter. Young against Murray. That shot off.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Down low. The kick out to Young. Launches a three. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And stolen by Okongwu. Back to Collins. Young outside. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. The Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Now that's beautiful. Millsap could have forced something there, but instead waits for his open teammate.
The pass to Okongwu. And he's good on the three ball. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 8 now for Atlanta.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Green against Collins. Murray outside. Over Young. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Quick off the floor for these offensive rebounds. Green's 7'2" wingspan. It helps him snatch them.
Young outside. Hunter, no one around him. The three-pointer, no good.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Oh, Porter in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And guys, he has all the makings of an elite scorer. Porter combines size, athleticism, and terrific shot-making ability. That is rare.
And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Williams comes in for Bogdanovich. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic, he's checked in for JaMychal Green, and it's Rivers in for Porter.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play. You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Capella against Millsap. Young with the steal. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. Pass to Collins. The kick out to Young. The three. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Wide open look here for Murray. Collins grabs the miss. The Hawks leading by 4.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Barton passes to Murray. Here's Millsap. The layup off target.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter was a heated battle, and they were only outscored by 1, ending the half. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And guys, without question, Okongwu displaying his skills today.
I guess you could say his performance transcends the stat sheet.
Well, there are guys who worry about their numbers. He is not one of those guys, believe me.
They've got Clint Capella, Lou Williams out there with Chris Dunn. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Fernando in at the 4 spot. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Here's Gordon, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Gordon's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Dunn kicks to Snell. No good that time, and it's Denver the other way. Gordon finds Barton. Murray left side. Kicks it out to Gordon. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And the Nuggets making a change here. Dunn left side. It's tipped. Here's Capella, and it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time. Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Passes to Snell from past the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists tonight.
And Snell is an effective floor spacer, a consistent threat to drop it in from outside.
To the paint, here's Jokic. He drains it from the right block. 8 points for Jokic.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Over to the wing for 3. Snell, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Lou Williams. Young is subbed in for Dunn. And a switcher also for Denver. Green, he's checked in for Michael Porter. Kicks it out to Gordon for the tie. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Green, the pass to Gordon. Back to Green. Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Morris with the bucket.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Young passes to Hunter. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Capella. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away from contact.
Tony Snell's checked in for Hunter. And Denver with a change here, too. Rivers checked in. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter of the game. Inside. Here's Jokic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. And it's done in for Young. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. 4-point game. Gordon kicks to Rivers. Gordon against Gallinari. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Lays it up and banks it in. And 12 points for Jokic.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Now, here's Dunn. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Out to Gallinari. Fires for three. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Gordon. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Atlanta's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. 6-second difference between shot and gameplay. Jokic with the bucket.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Three-pointers, Snell. Atlanta again missing. For the lead, and Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic has got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
And this is what size and skill will do for you. Jokic refused to let the contact stop it.
Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Denver with the ball. The lead is 2. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Denver making a switch here. Porter's checked in. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the 4.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Barton against Young.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That's his first foul. They swipe it.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
Here's Young from the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 6 rebounds in the game. The drive by Jokic. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
he has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Young with no one around. Buries it from three-point range.
He's calm. He's confident. Young has that it factor.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Porter finds Murray. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Young from outside. They grab their own miss. Gallinari off with the layup.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
The drive by Gordon. He gets it in there.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made. Young taking his time here. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Murray against Bogdanovich. Murray outside. And Capella sends it back. And they'll keep possession. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Atlanta Hawks.
And an active player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game.
And Gordon drops them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
The Hawks trail by 5. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Dunn shot's good.
Look at Chris Dunn. How important is that for him to hit big shots?
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Outside Porter. Now Murray. Back to Porter. Pass to Jokic. 6 to shoot. And foul on the shots. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
Lob pass to Capella.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
And there's the pass to Murray. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Atlanta making some changes. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Young. And Capella sends it back. And a wide open look for Porter. The Nuggets with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Fast break here from the Hawks. And the dunk by Capella.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. outside. At the elbow, Jokic. It's good.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Outside, Collins.
Amazing. The growth of Collins seems to know no limits.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Martin with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Gordon. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
But I'm curious to see, will they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win it all?
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Molinari comes in for Reddish. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. Jokic, it counts, and the foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
Here's Young. From deep, right between the eyes.
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
Here's Murray. It's in!
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Here's Young. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg...